Good morning. Um, this is a little different because this is coming from me, not from Raphael. And whenever I do these little things like this, I always make a different thumbnail and I put up the threefold flame so you can know right away that you're getting me and not Raphael. And if you don't want to bother with that, that's okay. But trying to share these things. It's one of the differences from me and the other channelers who are out there is that they have already finished themselves, for lack of a better way to describe it, in that they have their connection, they're all done, they do what they do. And I'm not. I'm in the process. I'm learning. Um, and as part of that learning, I figured since I'm documenting all this stuff and putting Raphael's videos out there, why don't I share what's happening with me, the things I'm going through, the experiences I'm having? And perhaps one of you can use that, or it will help you in some way with what you're going through. So this morning, I've been going through radical changes doesn't even begin to touch what's going on with me. Not just with Raphael, but with my whole viewpoint of everything. It's going nuts. I get comfortable and I think, okay, this is going and that's that. And something pops up and it totally changes that viewpoint. An example, and this is one I'm working on, and you might think I'm crazy, but I was talking with a friend who is very connected and open. And when you talk with her, you're liable to get anybody come through. And it's fun. It really is. But we were talking about something I had experienced. And I made a casual remark. I was sitting over in my chair, which is over here. Yeah, over here. Oh, this side. My screen gives me a mirror image, so I have trouble with it anyway. But no, I want it out here. Yeah, that's the kitchen. Oh, there we go. That way. Over that way. So my chair sits over there. And I was looking over here at the shelves behind me. That way. This is fun. And I made a casual comment that I had to go to the grocery store that day because my bottled water was getting low and I needed more. And someone came through her and said very plainly, well, why don't you change your tap water? Why don't you fix your tap water? And of course, my literal mind is starting, well, I can't put it in an RO. I'm in an apartment. I can't, put another hole in the sink. Maybe I should put a filter on the faucet. And she says, whoever was coming through says, no. Why don't you fix your tap water? If you like mountain spring water, make your tap give you mountain spring water. And I almost fell over. But that simple little comment turned everything upside down. Now, as metaphysical people, we all operate on the plane of you create your reality. If you want to change your world, change you, do this. How many of us actually live that? We don't. So that was one thing. And I tried a couple of times, and of course, my tap water still tastes like crap, but it's an attitude that you take on your reality around you. So, will I make my tap water mountain spring water? I think so. How long it will take, I don't know. But I'm going with it. And I may or may not, but in the meantime, I try. And it's about stepping into who you are, being your divine being. Because all of us, every single one of us on this planet, are divine. And we are powerful. We just don't realize it. And it's stepping into that realization and living it. So I was sitting here drinking my coffee this morning, and I'm thinking all these different thoughts and things and the rumblings that go on inside, and who am I and what's my connection and how and why and what am I doing? And we all have those thoughts. But as I was sitting there and I'm thinking these different things that I'm now talking to you about, it was like, well, I asked Raphael, are we doing a video today? No. Tomorrow? No. Day after? Maybe. Well, I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm going to do a video today. And maybe what I'm going through can help someone else with what they're going through. And if only one person sees this video and gets something from it, then I'm happy. Because our purpose in being here is to live the divine and help each other. Plain and simple, nothing hard. Those are what we're here for, to share the love that we have and let it radiate out into the world. Now, do we have other everyday things that we have to deal with? Of course. This is 3D reality. We haven't shifted yet, although we're starting to. So we have everyday things that we have to do. But we also have to change our viewpoint. And that is going from looking at the world out there as something happening outside of us and changing to understand who we are and realize that all that is part of us on the inside. So if we change us on the inside, it changes the world outside. And I had another example of that. I live in New Mexico. I'm in Albuquerque. And there is this furor going on right now because our stupid governor, and I know that's judgmental, but she's stupid. Forgive me, guys. I know I'm judgmental, but that's okay. Had the brainstorm that she is going to circumvent the Constitution by declaring a health emergency and eliminate all open carry or concealed carry guns from Albuquerque and Bernalillo County. Now, this is totally unconstitutional. What is she trying to do? And if you look at the whole scenario, you understand it's a test. They're trying to see how far they can go before you push back and tell them enough. And she even said so when she made the announcement that she was doing this, that it's probably illegal and it's going to get challenged in court and it will get struck down. Well, if you know that, why are you doing it? And it's plain when you look at the whole thing. It's a test of what government can get away with. And all the gun control is based on safety. That's what they say. We're doing this for your own safety. Well, they're not. It's about control. And that's what they're doing. Normally, when you have something like this, who's that moron in California, the governor, Newsom, he's a gun nut radical. He'd be screaming all the different parts of the government. Our president, who is adamantly anti-gun, would be screaming along with her. But no one is saying a word. They're watching. And they're looking to see what she gets away with. And there are so many different things you can look into in this thing happening. And all day yesterday, I was, up in arms and sharing different videos and things and posting my little rant on Facebook. Someone said something to me last night that just blew me away. And we were discussing, what's going on in that. And she says, well, why don't you pardon her? Huh? Why am I going to pardon that stupid woman? All different emotional traumas and everything. And I stopped. And I realized I was wrapped up in the drama. I was not going to pardon her for her. I was going to pardon her for me. When I'm all wrapped up in that stuff, the emotions and that, my frequency is off. I cannot connect with the divine. The divine doesn't operate like that. That frequency does not resonate with the divine. So, in order for me to get back to who I am, I had to do a pardon, forgive, whatever, but let go of that. And in letting go of that, I could get back to being who I am. And that was the reason for all that. So that's some of the things I'm going through. I'm getting more and more of the guides that I have around me are coming out into the open, and it's not that they are projecting more, it's that I am opening up more. And this is making radical changes in everything I do, how I look at things. And one of the things that was said was that all of our guides, and I don't care who you are or what you perceive as your guides, they have downloads for you. Energetic changes to you, to your DNA. But they can't do that unless you ask. This is a planet of free will. Nothing can be done without your permission. And if that doesn't make you pause and look at your world around you, that you have given permission for everything that's in your life. So what are you going to do about that? If you don't like it, what do you change? And the answer is simple. You change yourself. And it may or may not change your circumstances, but it will change how you react and perceive things and make you different. And if you look back at all the different avatars that have come, whether it's Yeshua, Buddha, Muhammad, or even going back to the Jewish prophet Enoch when he ascended into heaven, they all came to show us how we can do exactly what they're doing. And of course, the organizations, the religions that grew up around them totally twisted and destroyed all that. That's another story. But if you look at us, every single one of us, from the poorest Aborigine in Australia to the richest person in the world or whatever, are divine beings. And our purpose is to return to that. And what we're doing here is learning how to do that. And every single one of us will do it sooner or later. Maybe not this lifetime, some other lifetime or whatever. Every one of us, my phone's going nuts, don't want to be bothered now, is going to do that, is going to make that ascension. Now, are we going to do it as an avatar? Are we going to do it like Enoch? Or are we just going to realize that within ourselves, make our ascension with no fuss or muss or anything or anybody noticing? It's up to us. It's our choice when we do that. So I'm kind of going off on my little rant here and sharing what's happening with me in the hopes that it helps someone else go through whatever they're going through. So, yeah, that's my hope. So maybe somebody will do that. Bye. Where's my button? Here we go.